Elias, we've spoken about the great civilizations that emerged from the first cities. But one name stands out among them, Babylon, a city of power, law, and legend.
Ah, Babylon, the city that once ruled the world. Its rise was unlike anything humanity had ever seen before. A kingdom built on ambition, wisdom, and perhaps hubris.
It wasn't the first city, but it became the most powerful of its time. Why? What made Babylon special?
Leadership, Orion. And no leader shaped it more than Hammurabi. He wasn't just a king, he was a visionary. A ruler who understood that power without order was chaos. His greatest contribution wasn't war or conquest. It was law.
Hammurabi's code.
Precisely. Before Babylon, laws were unwritten, inconsistent, enforced at the whims of rulers. Hammurabi changed that. He etched laws into stone, 282 of them, covering everything from trade to punishment, marriage to property rights. For the first time, justice was not a matter of interpretation. It was carved into the foundation of civilization.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That phrase comes from his code, doesn't it?
Yes, Hammurabi's justice was strict, but, in his eyes, fair. It established order in a society that was rapidly growing. But laws alone didn't make Babylon great. Its people did. The city became a hub of culture, science, and innovation. Astronomers mapped the stars, mathematicians developed early algebra, architects built wonders, and then there was the Tower of Babel.
The infamous tower. The story says humanity tried to reach the heavens, and the gods punished them.
A myth, but one rooted in something real. Babylon was home to one of the tallest ziggurats ever built, a towering temple dedicated to the gods, stretching towards the sky. To the people of its time, it must have seemed as if they were truly touching the heavens.
But the tower didn't last, and neither did Babylon.
No empire does, Orion. Babylon was sacked, rebuilt, and sacked again. The Assyrians, the Persians, the Greeks all conquered it in turn. But the city's greatest moment of glory came under one ruler, Nebuchadnezzar II.
The king who built the Hanging Gardens, or at least is said to have built them.
Indeed. If they were real, they were one of the greatest wonders of the ancient world. Lush, cascading terraces of greenery in the middle of the desert, a marvel of engineering and irrigation. But more importantly, Nebuchadnezzar turned Babylon into the jewel of Mesopotamia. His walls were so thick, Orion, that chariots could race on top of them. His palaces were adorned with blue glazed bricks, golden statues, and art unlike anything seen before.
And yet, Babylon fell. What went wrong?
Power breeds ambition. The city became a prize, a target for greater empires. The Persians under Cyrus the Great conquered it in 539 BCE, and from there, Babylon's glory faded. Alexander the Great sought to make it his capital but died before he could. Over centuries, the once great metropolis was abandoned, its bricks taken, its streets buried under sand.
A city that once controlled the world, now nothing but ruins.
But its legacy, Orion, is eternal. Hammurabi's laws shaped the very idea of governance. Its advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and architecture laid the groundwork for civilizations that followed. Even today, when we speak of justice, power, and human ambition, we speak of Babylon.
And its myths endure. The Tower of Babel, the Hanging Gardens, echoes of a past that still shapes our present.
Exactly. And speaking of myths, Orion, have you ever heard the story of Atlantis?
Atlantis? You mean the lost city beneath the waves?
Some say it was just a story. Others believe it was real. But I was there.
You wait, what?
Let me tell you what I remember.